Drivers, start your engines.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the BORA FedEx Amateur Series Season 5, race number 19. 2 races to go, the penultimate round. Here we are at Talladega. On pole, you have your points at Ryan Spangler. He comes into today with a 35-point advantage, nearly a full race ahead. Starting second, you have Gary Alsop, who is, if my math is correct, 5th in points, 64 back, so just over a full race. Then you have Danny Coffey and a surprise, Luke Ryan up into the top 5. Then you have Damian Stone and Tammy Durek, Drew Glass and Daniel Colt, Sad as Mel, Matt Flood, Pretty Shaw, Dunner Himian, Steve Larker and Cynthia Bright, Joe Jefferson and Daniel Guerrero, Nicholas Cook and Tyler Flood, Paul Wright and Steve Love, David Cervantes and Eric Draven, Ryan Madden and Lord Alano, Xavier Rain. Then you have Luke Erbelline and Damian Malorn, Jack Marks and Marcus Sachi, Data Honeywell and Alex Joaquin, Carter Fries and Evan Byrne, Joseph Gibson and Kyle Kesey, Jonathan Holloway and Nick Alsop, James Stabilet, Owen Keegan Alsop Jr., Elias Garrett and Kurt Hamilton, and then you have Shepard Richmond. Pace car is off 19 laps here from Talladega. Once we get underway, we will discuss the point situations with 2 races remaining. Here are your points that Ryan Spangler leads them down to the green. Luke Ryan already jumping to the very outside. Luke Ryan said, oh, hang on. I was adjusting my mic. I apologize if you guys could hear all that. Luke Ryan said he's not in the championship fight. He doesn't care. He's going to go through wide for the lead. So, coming into today, Ryan Spangler, the 33 car in the lead, had a 35-point lead over Steve Love in the 11. Third in points, Tammy Durek is exactly a full race behind, 48 back. Then you have Nicholas Cook in the 5. He's 50 back as Danny Coffey goes for the lead. Then you have Gary Alsop in the 22. He's 64 back. Danny Coffey, who's going for the lead, is 68 back. And then Daniel Colt is 83 back. The most points you can gain in a race is 92, or in 2 races is 92. So if you're more than 92 or 93 or more back, mathematically you are eliminated. So here comes Daniel Colt, the last of the contending guys, I suppose, in that Junior Motorsports Chevy. Daniel Guerrero peeking to the inside. That would be 4 wide for second. And Ryan Spangler's in a very sketchy situation. He has 35 points to play with heading into Homestead. He doesn't really need to be in a tricky situation like this. One wrong move down below him, he is effed right into the fence. Tammy Durek and Dylan Overhamian making some contact down the back stretch. That's taking side drafting to a whole new level. They're both fighting for that middle lane. Looks like Tammy's going to get hung out to dry, though. Oh, I'm stuck on a weird camera view. So, Danny Coffey did lead lap number 1. So, he's got that 1 bonus point. Nicholas Cook in the 5, he's also contending for the championship. Coming into today, he has 50 points back. He's trying to get a bonus point for the lap. Daniel Guerrero is not going to allow it. Remember, top 5 at the end of next race, at the end of Homestead, at the end of the season in points, gets a guaranteed ride for the Premier Series next season. So even if you're not really contending for a championship, it's still important for the guys that are 50 points back to run really well. Because there's still a lot to gain out of this. Paul Wright in the 1, he pulls down in front of Lord Alano. There's a lot of changes coming to BORA next season. And Paul Wright wants to be a part of them. Nicholas Cook with absolutely no help on the outside. Look at the run David Cervantes in the 3 is getting. Daniel Guerrero's dropped back to his teammate Steve Love, second in points. And then number 11. Here comes Jack Marks. He's had a rough few weeks. Damian Malorn, how about the 98 car? He's top 10 in points, but he has not led a lap all season. Could today be the day, as Paul Wright leads lap number 3. Ooh, Jack Marks was too late on the block. Let's take a look at where Ryan Spangler, the points that he was running. Oh, that's a sketchy situation for that 33. He just needs to drop in the back and wait for the big one. This back. Oh, there they go. Steve Love, second in points, was in it. Oh, I don't think Ryan Spangler made it. He made it through. How on earth? Danny Coffey, Daniel Colt, Steve Love with massive damage. Tammy Durek. Basically all the championship contenders except for the points leader was involved in that. And Paul Wright is going to lead them back. We'll be right back to see what just happened. Watch Tammy Durek in that white car right in the middle. Came into today 3rd in points, and it's going to be a big one. Daniel Guerrero got in it. I think Ryan Spangler did get a piece of that, if I'm being honest. We're going to go on board Spangler. Look how congested this pack is up in front of him. The 9 got in it, the 33 didn't. You can see the back one for the 9. So he definitely got a piece of it in the left front. Not major, though. Back for the restart. Second in points, Steve Love is going to finish dead last. Luke Ryan, qualified 4th, is going to finish 40th, and Eric Draven in 41st. So Tammy Dirk, championship contender in 39th. Daniel Colt, championship contender in 36th. Danny Coffey, championship contender in 32nd. Ryan Spangler, the points leader, in 26th. Gary Alsop, 22nd. Nicholas Cook, 15th. And that is the highest running championship contender. Yeah, I was making sure looking at the points. I did that right. The highest running championship contender is Nicholas Cook, and he's 15th. So, Paul Wright, leading Dade Honeywell, who won Daytona to start the season, running second in the Kyle Busch Motorsports Camry. Then you have Carter Friesen, Damian Malorn, Xavier Rain set his mail. How about Kyle Kesey up into the top 10? David Cervantes, and it looks like Evan Byrne runs out your top 10 as he got past Cynthia Bright. Kyle Kesey already taking him 3 wide on the inside. We're coming to 10 laps to go here at Talladega. We did have a big crash, but we have not had the big one. But the field is pretty spread out right now, so I don't really think we're going to get the big one. Dade Honeywell coming to the top spot, bringing Seth Ismail with him. Kyle Kesey to the inside, taking second place away. He's got David Cervantes with him. David is tied for the all-time wins list in the Amateur Series. This pack's getting pretty dicey now. That middle lane trying to side draft the outside line. Evan Byrne hung out to dry on the very inside line. They're about to go 4 wide for third. Evan Byrne backed out of it. Oh, he's going for it again. Paul Wright getting shuffled to the very outside line. Carter Friesen's going to dip underneath him. While they're about to be 4 wide for second, Dade Honeywell continues to lead. Cynthia Bright nearly getting into Evan Byrne. It's a Kyle Busch Motorsports 1-2 right now. Oof, this pack's getting wild. The 79 and the 42 making some contact. There they go. The 79s are around. Oh, and Ryan Spangler's involved. But so is Danny Coffey. Oh my god, James Stabello's upside down. Oh, and Marcus Sacchi couldn't quite get it avoided. Oh my god. Tough break for Ryan Spangler. Luckily, he had a 35-point advantage. And the worst thing, 39th is actually pretty bad. Coming to the caution lap 12 of 19. Cynthia Bright will lead them back. Jack Marks tried taking second away from Nicholas Cook. It's not going to happen. We're back to see what just happened. Watching the 79 of Joseph Gibson in that McDonald's Dodge. Luke Everline's got underneath him. Turn him around up into Laura Delano. Drew Glass gets a piece of it. And then you can see right there, Ryan Spangler came charging in. I want to go kind of watch that 91 of James Stabilo. And then Nick Ventura Racing Chevy as he goes for a wild ride. He just kind of gets clipped. Head on into the wall. Then gets by the 88 of Carter Friesen. And then gets destroyed by the 92. And then Marcus Sacchi can hit the 93. Slides on his roof. And then bam! 45 destroyed Marcus Sacchi. Back for the reset. Pace car pulls off. Matt Flood, Marcus Sacchi, Ryan Madden, Shepard Richmond, James Spildo, Carter Friesen. Ryan Spangler gets 33rd. Jonathan Holloway and Alex Joaquin have all DNFs. 30 cars remain. Your championship contenders are running. 22nd for Tammy Dirk. 20th for Danny Coffey. 12th for Gary Alsop. And 2nd for Nicholas Cook. Steve Love, who came into this race second in points, was 35 back. He got dead last. So Nicholas Cook trying to make up 50 points with Ryan Spangler getting 33 or getting 33rd. This is a prime opportunity for the 5 to be in championship contention come Homestead. Gary Alsop in the 22. He is making a move on the, I think, the 54 for 10th. The 22 is only 64 back. I say only 64. That's a race and a half, but it's not impossible. Jack Marks had a rough season the past few weeks. Ever since like the midway point of the season, he was in the championship fight up until about race 10, and ever since then he's been bad. I think he's like 11th in points right now or something like that. Outside the top 10. Could today be the day he finally breaks through? Kyle Kesey trying to get Kesey Motorsports their first ever win. Nicholas Cook hung out to dry big time. Here comes that 22. 3 laps of racing to go here at Talladega. If there's a caution, this race is over. Don't count out Gary Alsop in that 22. He was in the top 3 in points all season, within range of Ryan Spangler, and even led the points for a good majority of the races. He had a couple bad races in a row. Iowa last week really killed him, but he's never won in the amateur series. He's had a really good season though. That 22 car, man, he's looking for vengeance. After that good of a season right now, he's not even on pace to get a guaranteed ride. He's 5th. I thought he was 6th in points. He is 5th. And he's probably going to gain a couple more than that. Dillon over him and got underneath him. Coming to 2 laps to go. Set Ismail going for yet another win. David Cervantes trying to take the all-time wins list. David always is a factor at the plate races. That's where most of his wins have come. David's pushed Set Ismail out far ahead. Here comes Dylan Ibrahimian. Don't count out the 71 of Kurt Hamilton. Kurt started this race in dead last. Look at the run the 22, or the 29 is getting. On the 71 coming to the white flag. Nicholas Cook found his way back to the inside, but he needs them to get crazy up in front of him. Kurt Hamilton jumps to the inside. Cynthia Bright's going with him. Nicholas Cook found his way underneath Pretty Shaw in the 44. The 5 has no drafting help down there. It's not going to really help him out that much. Gary Alsop hung out to dry up in the middle. The 5 has no help. If he wants to get up there and try contending for the win, he's going to need a push. David Cervantes made the move. Kurt Hamilton made it as well. The 5 has help. He's going to have to block the 90. The 71 has no help. No one in the top 3 has help. The top 3's 3 wide. Who's the 29 going to go with? Here comes the 5 making a run at it. Off turn number 4. The 71 has help. The 5 has help. Oh, the 71 blocks him. Coming through the tri-oval. Kurt Hamilton is going to get Red Horse their first ever amateur series win. David Cervantes, 100th of a second back. Let's go take a look at that finish again. Watching Kurt Hamilton in that 71. That close, boys. And Nicholas Cook, man, it's like he missed out on 7 potential points right there. If you win, you automatically get 5 more points over second. And he lost 2 extra points because there's 2 positions on track. So, you know Nicholas Cook wanted that. We'll be back to look at your official results. Kurt Hamilton, your winning pros up on the top right. Now, this is qualifying. Kurt Hamilton started this race in 42nd. He was over 2 seconds off pace. It's not going to matter, though, because looking at the results, he wins it by 7 thousandths of a second. So your top 10 goes. Kurt Hamilton with the win. David Cervantes second. They have Nicholas Cook third. Cynthia Bright fourth. And Dade Honeywell rounds out your top 5. Then you have Set Ismail 6th. Dylan Ibrahimian 7th. Joe Jefferson 8th. Gary also rebounds for a solid 9th. He gained quite a bit of points on Ryan Spangler, but it could have been better. And Xavier Rain at the top 10. Notables outside the top 10. Jack Marks 13th. Kyle Kesey 16th. How about that? Danny Coffey 18th. Daniel Colt 22nd. That's not going to be good enough. And then you got Tammy Derrick 30th. That's unfortunate. Ryan Spangler 33rd. Steve Love 42nd. Steve Love lost about, 9 points? That's going to put him at. Steve Love's mathematically eliminated from championship contention. You go from second to out. So, that was Talladega. A really fun race. Tomorrow will be the first ever Call of Duty Premier Series Firecracker Shootout from Talladega. Usually it's at Daytona. We're making our own thing. So that should be fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Congrats, Kurt Hamilton, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
When you're standing next to me, yeah, I know you feel the power. It's a feeling that you get.